you up with bones that can never break. Take you to a dark, shaded grave. Warm me like the sun that'll never fade. Oh, 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 oh. This is power. This is power. This is power. I'll give you every heart of 100 souls. You could be the fire to kill the cold. I'll break you like a rock that could never hold. Oh, this is power. This is power. This is power.
Well, welcome back to King of the Court, this brand new way to watch live sport, and this week beach volleyball especially. Well, the weather is cloudy, but it's lovely and cool out there for the players. There is a wind around, but as you can see, this stadium is perfectly sheltered, so there's not much of that breeze getting into the arena. My name is Louis Lett, and I have the pleasure to broadcast, well, this special event for the beach volleyballing community to you alongside the Olympic gold medalist, beach volleyball coach, part-time life coach, part-time comedian. We don't know, he's a man of many talents. Rich Lambourne, welcome back.
I'm a man of many interests. I don't know about talents. Yeah, it's a pleasure to be here, Louis. What a great event this has been, and it just keeps getting better and better, it seems, doesn't it?
It does. We're in the final day, and these days have just, they've been long, but they've been very, very fast and entertaining. And we've got to the stage where it's the men's semi-final. And the first team out, Julius Toller on the right of your screen and Clemens Bickler. Second place in Hamburg at the World Championships last year. That was a breakthrough year for them.
Yeah, still young. I mean, I don't know, on that team, I guess Clemens Vickler at 26, 27 is considered the old man, but they are a very formidable team as they showed in that World Championships that you mentioned.
Yeah, you're completely right. The second team, this is some semi-final as Kantor Wozniak come out from Poland. Extravagant in the way they want to run their game. Whether they can is down to their pass. They've won 5 international events, very strong, so we have to look out for them. They're getting better and better.
Yeah, and we've seen some great form from them all week here. They'll be looking to book their ticket to the final with some more great play.
Eggers Tox and Martins Plavins. Martins Plavins and Eggers Tox already qualified for the Olympic Games back in China in September last year. Now they're looking to add a King of the Court trophy to those lists of achievements. Plavins, an Olympic bronze medalist from 2012.
Yeah, and two of my favorite guys on tour, just great personalities, comedians in their own right.
Yeah, absolutely. Plavins is a hilarious customer, but also a serious competitor. Two serious competitors, Belgium, Dries Kokkokoren and Tom Van Waller. They hit the ball hard from the service line and also pack a punch inside out.
Well, day one, they came out firing. Struggled a little bit to find that same form yesterday. It'll be interesting to see if Tom Van Waller, particularly from the service line, can get those bombs going.
And last but not least, it's the Bee Gees.
It's Barry and Robin. Give.
They have been staying alive throughout this competition. They should have been knocked out twice in the first round. They came back in as a replacement, but then they got the lucky loser and they've got their way to the semi-final of this competition. Unbelievable moments for Bauder Penninger.
Yeah, one of our consistent themes throughout has been capitalizing on your opportunities. They've been given quite a few opportunities. Will they be able to capitalize it and get to the final? We'll see.
Can they take that opportunity as the Kings, Martins Plavins, Eggers Tox, they've drawn the card.
You would expect them to draw the Joker card, but they in fact draw the King.
I'm really interested. So if we can wind back the clock 12 hours last night, Vikler was ripping jump serves at Plavins, and that might just happen again. 4 aces in a row. There is the match overview. We've already gone through the teams in this semi-final, but they are looking to meet. While 3 of these teams will go straight through, the 4th place team will go through to the playoffs. But Pool B of this semi-final, Molsoren, Brouwermussen, Herrera, Grimmel, and Klatiger, and your favorite, Florian Brie. That doesn't get any better, does it really?
Doesn't get any better. I mean, we talk about it a lot. The men's field on the World Tour is a veritable minefield. And so it's dangerous. Anywhere you step, anywhere you look is going to be a high-quality, powerful team, and that is the case here certainly in semifinal A.
Well, this is a minefield. Just to get to grips with this concept before we get underway, 3 15-minute rounds. We lose a team every round. 5th place goes home. So the team that loses this round and fails to score from the King's End will go out. Well, not fails to score, but with the least amount of points from the King's End. Van Moller into the net this time. Plavins and Tox have that first opportunity. First 2 go through to the final. 3rd place goes through to the playoff. All to play for, and 4th place as well, don't forget.
Nice little high slap shot there, Eggers Tox, and they're first on the scoreboard are the Latvians.
They play super calmly, don't they?
They really do.
I mean, when you look at some emotional teams on the tour, they keep it very, very calm throughout, but Plavins does show his emotion at times.
At times, yeah, they chirp at each other a little bit, but they're best of friends away from the court, so that's just kind of the vibe they have between the two of them, and it works very, very well. Speaking of calm, the calmness of the Latvians only outdone maybe by that of Kantor Losiak. This time a bit long, though, off the right arm of Losiak.
The first pass was a bit quick to the left-hand side, and if Kantor Losiak want to run their offense, their pass has to give them time to run the ball wide, run the ball quick, and to run those fakes inside and out. One of the underdogs for this one will be Belgium, but the way they played on the first day, if they can mimic that here, they are an absolute force. Oh, Jumbo looking for a touch.
Didn't get it, I guess. Julius Tola, I mean, we've seen great sportsmanship from all our competitors. Looked like that one was close, but no touch detected. Big bomb there in the angle off of Jasper Bauder.
I mean, one of the biggest questions is who do you serve from Vikler and Tolle? We've seen them side out 9, 10 balls in a row. We've also seen Kantor Losiak do that as well, but I'd be so undecided looking at these two, especially the way they've started.
And especially as Clemens Wickler goes, big bomb into the angle, off the divvy, up into the 3rd deck.
I mean, we don't like repeating ourselves too much, but Vikler has such a great posture in the air. Vikler has good vision. He takes the block on quite often, and they're off to a 4-point start. On the first day, they sided out 9 or 10 in a row, and they actually said that cost them later on down the line as they were so tired from that first side-out phase that they had to recover.
Yeah, it is interesting. It becomes more and more critical, that cardiovascular piece, as these rounds wear on. Well seen there, Dries Kokkokoren letting that go. Got a little bit of that skater style with the backwards hat. I like it.
Oh, I like that, but it's just wide. Eckers Toks. I mean, you look at the likes of Plavin, Schmed and Samoilov's done so much for Latvian volleyball. Now it's the turn of Graudina, Klavchenica on the women's side to produce some goods as well. The European champions, they've already qualified for the Olympics. It's in a good place, Latvian volleyball, but that's Kantor Wozniak getting themselves to the King's End.
Yeah, just great patience there on defense. Cleaned up nicely. Triggers low Siak. Bomb from the end line from Clemens Vikler goes just long.
Kantor Wozniak, coached by Spiros Karachalios from Greece.
Nice shot. Good run there from Jasper Bauder, but the shot just too precise. Go to Kantor with the kill.
Running to the pin, chipping lines. Rich Lamborn enjoying the DJ next to me.
Yeah, this is taking it back to, you know, my younger days, which is to say a long time ago.
Still pulling shapes though.
I just can't get enough. That's a good theme for this week of beach volleyball. You just can't get enough of this format, can you?
Yeah, I think it's so much fun, and the vibe that it's really created between the players and the fans is something special. But it's a great year to provide it. Sportworks have done such a job.
What a swing up the gut there. Clemens Vikler set kind of off the net. Kantor peels as he should have, and just a better swing there from Clemens Vikler.
Well, Martin Olinak leading this team, but Jörg Wagner also a physical trainer now for Vikler and Tolle. They have so much experience. Olinak, the former coach of Poland himself.
Yeah, going to be familiar with the Polish boys without a doubt. DJ Starry hitting us with all the theme songs. I'm still standing, a little Elton John. That is the name of the game here. Just be standing at the end when the clock ticks down to 0.
Looking for a meaning in every song.
Nice high swing.
Again, that's Tolle. He's so high that he can challenge most blocks in the world and go off or go to the side of them.
Yeah, he can challenge it, and he goes in aggressively there. Nicely done from the big youngster from Germany.
More we're looking at Vikler with good arm swings, and technically we're not saying that Tolle hasn't got that same arm swing, but the bigger players don't always need as much range in the arm to be successful because they have got that height.
Right. They can get away with a little more here and there. Clemens Vikler not getting away with anything into the big block of Toks.
Good from the Belgians here. 9-15, shooting high line.
That was a nice glimpse at the calmness of Martins Plavins right there. Just a slow back pedal, little tomahawk, put away line.
Two in quick succession. He's not really jumping full tilt at the moment, but he is looking at the court. He's being very accurate in his swings based on what he sees previously.
Yeah, such a deceptive player because it looks like he kind of like saunters in there and, you know, doesn't jump very hard, but he is in fact in position to hit just about any shot he wants at any time from anywhere, it seems.
How about we just go high line, show the same picture and chop one back angle. Plavins, rightfully so. Belgium have stayed away from Plavins this time and gone back to Toks. And I was going to say it's worked out for them, but it hasn't. 5 for Plavins and Toks, 8 for Tolle Vikler. If they've learned their lessons, Tolle Vikler, they might just use this second half of this round to take a bit of a rest for the later stages. Remember, once you're through this round, you're guaranteed a playoff place. And then in the final round, we're looking for a golden ball winner, which also the Germans do have here from the previous round. But we're also seeing which two teams go through to the final, and then places 3rd and 4th go through to the playoff.
Absolutely. Toll Wickler out front with 8 points on the board, but Plavins and Toks in a nice rhytm here on 6. Just about halfway through this first round.
Yeah, they've had a good run, Plavins Toks. Tolle.
So impressive is the precision of Martins Plavins with his shots. Clemens Wickler all over that, but too precise as Martins Plavins all the way to the line with that line shot. Oh.
That's maybe one of the biggest throwdowns we've seen in this first men's semi. Great pressure at the net from Van Walle.
Yeah, and they'll be looking to find a little bit of a rhythm. Penninga Bouter still on 0, but Kuperkorn and Van Walle only on 1. Survival, as we say, the name of the game here. Second point there for Dries Kuperkorn off the top of the block.
Yeah, Dries just is hammering in line there, and a real quick turn of the shoulders to change direction of the ball just caught Penninga a bit cold. Width from Belgium, opening up all angles.
Indoor a setter by trade, I believe, but no shortage of physicality in the game of Dries Kuperkorn.
Some good teams in this competition. Don't go anywhere because we have so much volleyball coming your way. We're here till about 11 p.m. local time. By the time the finals are done and dusted and the kings and queens are crowned here in Utrecht. Oh.
Stuff there, Penninga. They'll be looking to get out of the basement here. First opportunity on the east side, the BGs.
But at the same time, we were talking to Randy Nummerdal yesterday, Rich, weren't we? And he was saying that they make 1 or 2, and they really do just stay alive because they make 1 or 2, get kicked out, come back down, make 1 or 2. And at the moment, they need 1 or 2 to take over Cantor Wozniak. There was Nummerdal.
It's the Chinese water torture of King of the Court, right? Just slowly dripping at your head.
That's one way of describing it.
But it's effective in that it has them here in this semi-final A for the men.
Fading handset by Platt.
You could see Cantor had to chase that ball out to the line and wasn't able to get very much height. Kuperkorn puts it away with ease down the line.
It's really like the balance in his setting and the extension in the arms through to the target.
Follows through into the net that time as Dries tried to sell it.
Tolle Wickler 2 behind Plavins and Toch. It's the basement battle that we're looking for. The 5th place team will be going home. Bouder Penninga are that team at the moment, but they're only 3 away. And you'd think if they did get a run of 3 and they got to 4, that's going to give them half a chance to at least win in that overtime. Who's been down there for the longest streak?
Yeah, it's going to be tough because I feel like the Belgians maybe had a streak of 3 of their own, and of course they're the first to get there. That notion of just chipping away 1 at a time is not going to work at this juncture for Jasper Bouder and Penninga. They're going to need to get over and put together a streak of at least 4, I would think, if they hope to advance and continue to stay alive.
Absolutely, here's their chance. We've just seen Clemens Wickler hit such a sweet crossbody. He hits it so well. As the smoke goes out around the stadium once more in Utrecht. It's party atmosphere.
Just throws the platter out there, does Plavins.
Wickler.
That one just wide. Nobody uses that play right there better than Martins Plavins. Just throws out almost a suspended pancake.
Plavins back siding out. Tolle Wickler in control here after that good run moments ago. It was Tolle Wickler in this competition are one team who managed to sort of get 4 or 5 in a row and pull themselves away.
The Dutchies need this one here. As we get close to a minute left, they're going to need some points. Points only come on the King's side, of course. That one wide, that'll be... As we tend to see, there's always a chance late in the clock.
Okay, the BGs are down there. They have managed to get the luck of the draw multiple times. Knocked out in the first round, they got reinstated because of a withdrawal from another team. And now...
Neither of those count, unfortunately, for them, just time wasters.
They could be time wasters as well. Belgium have put the ball in play.
Oh,
though.
no.
Oh, and a handling error. See you later.
Yeah.
Samaria Padron.
That will be it for the Dutch pair of Penninga and Bouter. Ruben Penninga there celebrating his birthday yesterday. They stayed alive all the way to this semi-final round, but today will be the end of their theatrics in Utrecht.
Great experience for them, Rich, but this opening round is the only round where we eliminate one team from the competition. And Ruben Penninga and his partner Jasper Bouter leave as we look to the coaching staff. Legend in there, Ryan Numador.
The legend, it's really a shame to see his face covered by a mask, isn't it? So handsome.
I've heard the same said about yourself walking around here, Rich. Alexander Samoilov's in the background on the phone. Still here. It's disappointing for them yesterday because this is their sort of competition, loads of flair and excitement, and they just didn't get the rub of the green. And for Bouter Penninga, they are also eliminated, just like the Latvians.
Yeah, we hate to lose great showmen in this event, but it was nice to see Ruben Penninga, Jasper Bouter take advantage of the many opportunities they were given, but unfortunately it'll come to an end for them here today.
That team there, Tolle Vikler, there aren't many teams who have been so consistent at getting big runs of points down at the King's End, and the more this goes on, the more I fancy the German champions crown last week.
Yeah, they certainly will be tough to reckon with.
Don't see many people hit that cross body as well as Vikler as well, going through the ball. It's such a sharp angle back across himself.
Yeah, we talk about changing depths of shot, and he does that really well. Kind of has that slap down line shot, obviously the up and over line shot, and he's got the hammer as well.
We're going to head down to hear from the Dutch boys with our team at the court side and see how they're feeling.
Boys, probably not the 50 minutes you were aiming for. So sad to see you here, but that's King of the Court. Yes. That's the game we play. What are your final words about the experience you had here the last days?
I thought it was refreshing to play some different beach volleyball and a lot of fun. But we made it to the semi-final, but still a bit disappointing with the level we played today. But yeah, it was amazing. Yeah,
you probably face teams that you're usually not playing on the international level. What do you take out of this? Or how much could King of the Court inspire you to keep on going playing beach volleyball?
Well, we've been playing for a couple of years now on the tour, and not always in the main draw, but we played quite some times against these teams. And yeah, it's hard to tell. I think we have a good level, but the consistency, that's really the, yeah, how can I say that, like the
thing we need to work on.
Yeah, the thing we need to work on, and that's yeah. I think that's hard for us.
Is that the season for you? Is the season over, or what are your plans for the future for this season?
Yeah, this was the last tournament, and yeah, we really don't know what will happen in the future. So for now, some rest, maybe some vacation, but yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we all don't know. Yeah. Thanks for that performance. Thank you very much, boys.
Thank you.
Well, Richie, I feel a little bit of sadness because there is no way back now for Penninga and Bouter. We've said that before. Across by their name, they leave the competition. But a really honest interview from them, and they have a bright future.
Absolutely, yeah. Jasper Bouter was here in Utrecht 2 years ago in 2018 during the inaugural King of the Court event at this very location. So we've seen him playing at a high level for a long time, and they will be a good team for many years to come, no doubt.
So, all of these teams are through to the next round. But who will be going to the final? 2 teams will be going through, and 2 teams will be going to the playoff. We're going to find out the first team, who unfortunately drops into the playoff a bit later on today. That's exactly the one you're on about from Vikler, just that steeper one. Yeah,
just that slap down line, so good. Sees it well, approaches hard, gives himself the height, and then can get on top of that ball.
Yeah, I think we will agree. If you're looking to learn technically how to hit the ball. Have a look at Clemens Wickler and how aggressive he is, but he's seen this time. The bottom place team will go into the playoff, and then we'll go to a final 3 for 15 minutes. The top 2 from that final 3 will go through to the final, and the bottom one will drop into the playoff. So there is a lot of work still to be done here at King of the Court to find out who our finalists will be. Edgar's Talks, he's been good today.
Latvian's always good. Look at that. I mean, what angle can he not hit, Martin Splavins?
How on earth do you, from such a straight-on approach, the ball coming from your left side, you find that angle? Like, not many people in the world can do that.
Yeah, it's really impressive, the things that he does. His touch on the ball, just impeccable, Martin Splavins.
And then he goes a similar angle from the other side.
Yeah, that's the more traditional.
Yeah, yeah.
Nicely seen. So calm, as we keep mentioning, but that's so critical because, especially in this fast-paced game, you can't let yourself get rattled and get out of sorts. Otherwise, you just start compounding errors, right? And the Latvians and this Polish team as well do such a nice job of just maintaining their composure throughout.
Yeah, you got the Beach Volley Vikings up a bit later as well, and they're another team who just seem to stay so calm. Kantor Wozniak have just been Kantor Wozniaking with a quick ball behind and a off-speed play. They're down at the King's End here, and Belgium are going to have to find some of that service pressure we saw on day 1 to stamp their authority. But talking about stamping authority, hello, Edgar's Talks. That was pretty good from you. Oh, no getting past that.
Yeah. It's hard to imagine the celebration I would have let loose if I blocked a ball like that. Edgar's Talks, just another day at the office, on over to the King's side. Nice slap on 2 there from Martin Splavins.
Have you ever made one like that, Richie?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'd have to think way back.
I mean, I certainly haven't. I'm sure. We've seen you on Bounce Beach this week, absolutely crushing it. Just like that from the left side. That was Richie USA style. If you're unsure of Rich Lamborn's Instagram handle, he's got on his shirt today.
Got to advertise a little bit. Big block there. Julius Tola in the angle. Very technically sound, this German duo, aren't they? It's what we expect from German volleyball teams.
Yeah, they were saying, speaking to them before the event, they say they've got the best team for them in the world. They have such a good support network. From the right side, oh, paintbrush.
Yeah, unable to finish it. Oh, a little fortunate break there. Fyodor Kantor into the net. But I love that play in the middle there where Clemens Wickler hurries, gets up to the net, pushes the ball into the joust, and then just calmly covers himself, keeping it alive for his team and continuing their stay on the King's side.
Tolle.
Bingo.
You just go back against him, do you, when he's got a free ball?
Far from a small thing is Julius Tolle there, right?
How many puns can we get around Blink 182?
I'm not sure if people can hear the songs that are being played, so maybe these puns are lost on everybody. But yeah, the DJ's killing it all week long here in Utrecht.
Good lead from Edgar's Talks. They're only killing it, Rich, because they're playing songs that we know from our era.
Even when I don't know them, I love it. You know, we just had Baby Shark do just a second ago. So my nieces and nephews would be thrilled. There's DJ Starry. If you've been to a World Tour event of any size, you recognize him and his ability to whoop up a crowd.
Yeah, he's very much progressed with the sport. Starry from Klagenfurt, Vienna, the majors, Olympics, you name it.
Yeah, Klagenfurt, which, you know, much like this event here, would be described as a party where some volleyball broke out. We kind of have that same environment here in Utrecht. The discotheque on the sand, as our colleague Julius Brink dubbed it. And Starry, a big factor in that vibe here on Stadium Court. Nice little play in transition there from the Latvians as they take, once again, the King side on 3 points now, trailing Tolan Vikler just by 1.
Kantor Wozniak, we have to stay alert here because the clock is ticking down. There's not panic stations yet, Richie, but it could be soon for Kantor Wozniak if everyone else scores. But Tole, some rally.
Some rally, yeah, just again, keeping, as we see the pantomime there from the Lion King, just keeping the ball alive, and ultimately uncorking one.
Uncorking one being a great term for that on Tole.
Yeah, 9 minutes remaining here, round 2, and as you mentioned, Kantor Wozniak still on 0, only 2 points behind the Belgian duo here that we see. Dries, great layout dig and put away in the angle. Love it, great set there from his partner as well, Tom van Walla.
We just had 2 worldy plays in a row. That's what King of the Court is all about. People just challenging each other to get to the King's end. High line.
Yeah.
Belgium.
Don't blink, you might miss something ridiculously athletic out here from these guys. All great athletes, great volleyball players. Best in the world at this sport.
Another Blink 182 pun a little bit further on down.
Chance gone by the wayside there with the stuff from Tom van Walla.
Belgian fans are in the house. Overhand defense. Vikler just charging aggressively, and you could just see Koren just parked on the angle, and he was not moving for that one. He was sunk, he was ready for that crossbody swing, but did not fancy the high line.
Yeah, and you start to see the mobile defense of teams diminish a little bit as their runs go on, right? That fatigue starts to become a factor. What a serve there, Kantor Wozniak, and they need to put the pedal down a little bit here if they can, looking for a run of their own.
Yeah, it's about time that we see Kantor Wozniak have a little bit of a run of this. We were speaking to Cora Mole, the head coach of the Beach Volley Vikings, earlier on in the week. He was saying that Kantor Wozniak is becoming good at the moment. He sees sort of like their demeanor back on court after a struggle last year. Let's put it that way. Lots of injuries for this Polish pairing, and now they're back fully fit. Oh, that's a Kantor Wozniak doing exactly what Kantor Wozniak did, moving the blocker and then chipping it back.
Yeah, so good, so precise, and you see Edgar's talks just flying around, just trying to keep up with them, but not much you can do when the big serve of Tom van Walla is coming at you that hard.
That was the service pressure that we saw on day one, wasn't it, where we thought that Belgium were the team of the day, really. Yeah,
they certainly were in that first round. Great serve in kind from the German duo, and Clemens Vikler, Julius Toll will once again take the king side. Oh.
How do you find that? That's not an easy play. Vikler puts that on an absolute sixpence for Tolle to unload.
Yeah, it becomes a little bit easier when you're 6'10", but a great swing nonetheless, Julius Toll. Another chance for...
Oh, sorry. Game just keeps getting bigger and bigger, doesn't it?
It really does. Another great dig there. Okay, how about that? I mean, the wherewithal to do that is unbelievable. Not easy to not farm that contact either. But quickly undone again by an amazing service from Tom van Walla. That's got to be frustrating. You make great plays to get to the king side, and the first thing you stare at is a bomb from Tom van Walla.
And again, it's a beautiful thing about the sport is that you can have the best offensive strategy in the world, but if you get beaten down from the baseline, you can't run any offense.
That's right. Another great block there. Edgar's Talks doing a great job at the net for his squad.
Goes silent again as Rich and myself both enjoy the DJ's work.
Fortunately for all of these teams, this isn't going to be their last resort, as regardless, they'll at least have a chance at the playoff later on. Just under 5 minutes to go here, though. Kantor Wozniak still on 1. Plavins Talks not out of harm's way at only 3 points.
This is a real similar performance from Kantor Wozniak than what we saw with Samoilov Smedins yesterday. They just can't get down there, and when they do get down there, Rich, they get undone by a good bit of serving from someone else. They just can't get any rhythm, and that's what King of the Court is so special. It's hard to find rhythm at world-class beach volleyball level anyway, but especially when you're tired and you get down there and you have to find it this quickly.
Yeah, and it comes down a little bit to your place in the queue, as it were. If you're always first staring down the barrel of Tom Van Walla, it's not going to be easy. Here's a chance for him.
On the turn, Kantor Wozniak, this is some
Go
set.
ahead.
We're both on our feet with that, but Plavin's jumbo.
Oh my goodness. Losiak all over that one, just unable to control. Maybe having a tough time regaining his composure after almost becoming too familiar with the signage.
Almost eating some advertising. You put your house on Vikler from here.
And he delivers. Fortunately, you still have a home in which to live.
Yeah, fortunately, my other half isn't getting kicked out of our home.
Nice swing, almost to the exact same spot. Goes Dries Kukelkorn.
Structure in the air is good.
Yeah, structure in the air is great, and that all started with another bomb from the end line, Tom Van Walla. Oh, it's a good set here. Great job just to contort his body and save that ball off the top of the net, Tom Van Walla that time. Right on the sideline, Dries Kukelkorn, nice contortion in the air into the cross court. Boom.
Wow.
Not much you can do about that. Clean winner down the line, Clemens Vikler. And in kind,
More service pressure.
yeah, Losiak says, I can do that too. Plavins, as he mentioned, jump serving not his forte necessarily.
Service pressure, not their thing, apparently.
Not their thing, yeah. And a nice exhale in relief from Kantor Losiak that ball goes into the net from Tom Van Walla. Oh, all right.
2 minutes. Oh, that's a stinger.
Yeah, that ball probably into the signage if it's let go, but no chance to even get out of the way that time.
That sums up Kantor Wozniak's time in this second round, Richie, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness, look out. Coming into your living room, even the likes of Laura Ludwig, Alex Samoilov shocked by that one. Maybe a bit of relief that their heads are still intact.
Vóley Vikler are going about their business quietly, and they keep making these runs to pull into the lead. There you go, that would be a good co-ed team in world volleyball.
Very good, very good. A lot of fire. Oh yeah, there was a nice look at that scud shot from Clemens Vikler.
I have to enjoy that. If there was a touch off the hands of Edgar's Tox, he didn't want to admit it, did he? He was running down the other side very quickly before he got called back. Not this time as well. Maybe that's a tactic for Vikler, just to keep going to Tall Town.
Yeah. Swinging high, always a good thing. And critical juncture here for the Polish duo. Kantor Losiak need to get to that side, probably need 4.
It's desperate, isn't it? It's absolutely desperate for Kantor Wozniak to win this one. Again,
No touch there.
Okay. Can they, Richie? 3 in a row, minimal.
What else would you expect but late inning dramatics?
What I would like to see from Kantor Wozniak is to score 3 points in a row in 3 different ways, with 3 different sets, with 3 different speeds.
Okay, I mean, you very well may get that. Here's the traditional one right in the middle, and big bounce. Find in the pocket is Piotr Kantor. Keep in mind, inside of 30 seconds here, missed serves will be free points, and there's one of them.
Vóley Vikler.
This critical now as we may be saying goodbye to Plavins and Tolks until later this evening if they can't get a stop here. Another free point. Unbelievable. So now they're level, and it comes down to the tiebreak.
Well, happy birthday, Merry Christmas to Poland. They are getting all
And that
the
does,
love
that kicked the sideline, absolutely. So they put Plavins and Toks into the playoff later this evening.
But they also Plavins and Toks also put themselves into playoff because they missed a serve at clutch time.
Absolutely.
2 missed serves from the opponents and a couple of good plays. 2 side outs, 2 missed serves, and they're through. Again, king of the court. It's not the first time, it's probably not going to be the last, that underdog team in the last minute come good.
Yeah. I love the late inning dramatic nature of this game, and we've seen so many situations arise that are similar to that. It's interesting, I don't know if the players are consciously aware of that rule switch in that last 30 seconds, because for so long there's no consequence to the missed serve. 2 free points given to the Polish team there, and no time off the clock too.
Absolutely, a constant change in mind shifts throughout this game. Being alert, being alive, and obviously active. It's crazy out there, and it's unfortunate. Look at Lara Ludwig. Always 2 of the World Tour's biggest smilers sat next to each other.
And usually not big smilers, Piotr Kantor and Losiak, but kind of wry smiles on their face now, knowing they dodged a bullet there.
4 points in the last minute, 2 missed serves, and that, in that period of time, a missed serve is such a quick point that you just don't get the rest of the game.
Yeah, only a couple ticks off the clock with that missed serve, and then boom.
I wonder what Plavins is saying to Vikler and Tolle, because they're laughing. It's typical Plavins form.
Right. No matter what happens, he's going to be cheery.
Well, the bad news is that they go to the playoffs for them, but the good news for us is that we get an interview with Martins Plavins and Eggers Toks, and there's never a dull moment with those boys around, and I'm quite looking forward to the next minute of this broadcast because we get the Latvians.
As am I. Putting something together here for a performance, I think, before we hear from our Latvian friends.
It's going to be Marlus Veseling who's down and has the pleasure of interviewing 2 of the biggest characters on the tour. Doing a great job down there with Julius Brink, and it is time to go to the excellent Marlus.
Martins, Edgars, what a crazy ending of this semi-final, right? What's your first response after this?
It was like pity that Tolle served in the net, yeah. And then for me it was a huge mistake that I tried to risk and served it out. If I would serve in the court and they had a rally, they wouldn't have a last point. So I think then we would be inside the next round.
Yeah, because this is what we're talking about a lot, about switching the rules during the game. So the last 30 seconds, a service mistake is a point. Was that in your head, or how does it work?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't in my hand. I just before when it's like 2 minutes or more. Yeah, we just went Poland in. We risked a serve because we wanted to give an easy point. But in the last 30 seconds, we just I wanted to serve in the court and have a long rally. But I missed it. That's my fault.
Well, that's the risk of the game also.
Yeah.
You have to make choices sometimes. You're not out yet. We're happy for that because we're enjoying you seeing you play on the court. You have another chance in the playoff.
No, the 3rd place have, I think...
No. The 4th place, yep. 3rd and 4th will go.
I haven't read the rules.
Oh, guys.
Julius asked me.
Oh.
I didn't.
I'll make a quick explanation. Number 1 and 2 go through directly. And number 3 and 4 have another shot in the playoff. So
the 1 spot, right?
For 1 spot. So what's your plan? Quick plan.
Okay.
Serve in.
We almost get to the train and to the airport. Thank you.
Yeah, I have the tickets home already tomorrow. But now it's a great thing we have a chance to play more. So looks like we had a little bit more to show, a little bit unlucky in some episodes. But yeah, didn't show our best game like in the first round of this round. So we will try to manage to fix it.
Nice. We're looking forward to seeing you again.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Straight-faced comedy from the Latvians again.
Disappointment quickly turning to elation at the news that they get a second chance later this evening, and that's good news for volleyball fans and certainly for us as we enjoy watching them play. I love the admission that he didn't read the rule book for Martin Splavins and never wanted to shy away from taking credit, but also taking blame when it's due, faulting himself for missing that serve late. Costing his team.
He put that all on himself, didn't he? And said, look, even if I served in, they would have run out of time.
Right.
They would have gone through. So a lot of accountability.
Yeah, those two are great, and I'm very happy that we get another chance to see them. Kind of a cool little display we're seeing here.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Who knew jump roping could be so cool? Jump roping, jumping rope. Jumping rope, probably.
Yeah. Street skipping?
Street skipping, yeah.
Or...
It's a great display of teamwork.
Yeah, when they change roles, it's fascinating to keep the rhythm of what they're trying to... achieve. And the cleanest sneakers in Holland.
Absolutely. Yeah, the outfits are on point. The technique's on point. The teamwork's on point. Everything on point from our bosses at Sportworks, King of the Court, giving us varied entertainment throughout this whole week. All kinds of unique opportunities here in Utrecht in the Netherlands. So we've got 3 teams remaining battling for 2 assured spots in the finals, and then 1 spot dropping into that playoff with Edgar's Talks, Martin Splavins later this evening.
We've been trying to make assumptions and have a bit of a guess and a gamble on who it's going to be, but we are rarely right with that because of the sort of nature of this game. It's anyone's game on anyone's day.
Yeah. The most consistent level we've seen is from Toll and Wickler, of course, out there, I think. They do a really nice job of putting together streaks on the King's side.
It's crazy. You go on Wickler, he can hit great angles from a good place, a good structured approach. And then you go on Tolle and it's like, okay, well, you got back him getting out of rhythm to lose his height. Otherwise, he's going to go over the top or find solutions off you.
Yeah, absolutely. They showed why they are the silver medalists from the World Championships 1 year ago in Hamburg.
I think after this, there's still more semi-finals on the other side of the draw. Molsoren, Brown, Newson, Herrera, Gavira, Grimmel, Platiga and Brie. Your favorite team at the moment, Platiga and Brie. Lots of love on Instagram for them as well.
It's the modern age, isn't it? We express our love in public to everybody. Nice job from the jump rope boys down there. And we will look forward to this final round here of semifinal A for the men. We have Van Walla and Kukelkorn from Belgium, Tol Wickler from Germany, and Cantor Losiak sneaking into this final round at the last moment from Poland.
I'm going to throw one to you now, Rich. At the start of this week, would you have said that Belgium would be this close to making the final?
It's not surprising to me. My guys have faced off against them quite a few times on the World Tour, so I'm well aware of their quality, their physicality, their abilities as volleyball players. So, especially in this format, we've seen Tom Van Walla just unleash holy hell from the service line, and so they're very, very capable.
I agree. They've made the closing stages of the European Championships before European Champs are happening again next week for volleyball fans around the world. But yeah, they've also won Masters events on the CV. So Belgium are a big hitting team. It's physical, but we see good teams like Plavins and Torx. Great teams fall by the wayside, and Belgium just keep quietly progressing through. And watch out for them because they can knock anyone out of rhythm, and it's them serving on Vikler, who is a little bit out of rhythm there, and it does bring the block into the game. Oh, Tolle, stop that.
Oh my goodness.
It's almost rude.
Now, to be fair, as we were walking over here this morning, we saw them juggling with their feet. So maybe they know something we don't.
We did, didn't they? Outside of they were peppering outside of the hotel as we left to come here today. Juggling knuckles and juggling feet.
Yep.
There you go, Tolle Vikler.
No stone left unturned in the preparation of Clemens Vikler, Julius Tolle.
Just like the Lambon-Lek combination.
There's a difference between no stone left unturned and what rock did you crawl out from under. Nice swing there, Piotr Kantor from the left side, and they're on the scoreboard early with Tolle and Vikler.
Wow. Oh, jump setting.
Oh, look at this setting display. We got the over on 2 set, followed up by the jump set from Tom Van Walla, and the feast angle from Dries.
More tunes coming from the DJ booth. We've also Luke Bremer in the DJ box alongside DJ Starry, so credit where credit's due to the whole team in the DJ box, crushing. It's just not Starry on his own.
One's all the way across the scoreboard here, a couple minutes into this second round. Nice block there, Piotr Kantor on the line. Keep in mind that the bottom finisher in this group will drop into that playoff, and the top 2 finishers will advance straight to the finals later this evening.
From the middle, Kantor Wozniak, who wriggled their way into this group, didn't they? They left it late.
The beneficiary of a couple missed serves late as well. Great play there from Clemens Vikler, leaving this game happens so fast, Clemens can't even pick up his hat to take with him to the king side. I said just a little bit, but he's really working hard to shovel his partner up there close, and that's what you got to do. What confidence there from Losiak to just hand set that ball.
From 4 meters off the net,
4 meters.
With a deflection off the block.
Yeah, spinning like crazy.
You have to stay so relaxed in your shoulders there, right, as a setter?
Absolutely. Yeah, you got to trust your hands. Know you're going to get a good contact on that ball. Starts with your legs, you know, you got to get that good foundation underneath you. Losiak did it all there. But Clemens Vikler, Julius Tolle put them out and look to make a run of their own here.
Yeah, they are great at making runs. Tolle, Vikler. Vikler on the left, Tolle on the right. The service pressure is going through the roof here. It's just accelerating as teams try to get to the king's end, and rightfully so. Big jumper.
Yeah, especially with 3 teams remaining, you don't have long to wait even if you miss your serve, so you might as well go for it, because giving free, easy points to the other side is not to your advantage.
Yeah, there's no charity here, that's for sure.
Yeah, you're not playing the long game of chess kind of defensively, so just go after that serve, hope for the best.
That's something that you've spoken about throughout this week, Rich, is that chess game in a normal game of volleyball. Sometimes you give them a swing in the hope that later on you can capitalize on that same angle or that same play, but here you just haven't got time to play that way. You need every point.
Wow. No shortage of confidence in the hands of Losiak. Whether he's setting it off the top of the block or running to the sideline and going over his shoulder, he's going to break out the paws.
But again, the unique way that they play is they need the hands to move the ball through the zones that they do as well.
Absolutely. Certainly allows them to do a lot of the stuff that they do.
Jump serving. Good angles from Belgium, opens the game up to be able to go off the block. The chase is on for Kantor Wozniak, and Van Waller just passes on an angle here to open up different offensive plays, as spoken about before.
Tolle Vikler struggling just a little bit in this third and final round to find their form. Still a lot of time left though, with just under 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is the final round, remember, where the first 2 teams go through to the final. The third place team join Edgar's Tox, Martin's Plavins. Oh, Sand Monster.
Just enough to reel in big Julius Tola into the net.
Your term of the Sand Monster is one that I'm already using.
Every now and then it reminds you of the movie Dune, right? Those things coming out from underneath the sand and just grabbing your ankles.
One I still am yet to see.
Trust me, it's an amazing reference.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
A great swing into the corner there. Dries Kugelkoren. And they are now level with Cantor Losiak at 5 points. Are the Belgians. Tol Wickler still on 1. Pressure starts to mount a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm not betting against them though, Rich.
Not betting against him. Not critical just yet, as we see Clemens with an opportunity.
Yeah, big chance.
Nice dig there, Kugelkoren. And well put away.
Could you imagine they go through to the final with a golden ball? That's some advantage with the golden ball roll this time around. We haven't seen Tolle Vikler use that golden ball yet, or did we see it in the first round? I don't think we did.
I don't think we have.
So watch out for that as well.
Yeah, much like, we talk about the players not necessarily being aware that last 30 seconds, the rules change as far as serving goes. Sometimes you forget about that golden ball because it's not the forefront of your mind, right?
Like Sharif and Ahmed yesterday.
Yeah,
very frustrated.
You get into the heat of the battle, and those aren't the type of things you're thinking about. Oh.
Just leaning in the air and letting the arm come through to the right side, but missing the sideline is Cantor. And they're improving as this goes. Tolle Vikler, well, they have their fans, that's for sure, but they're going to be slightly silenced here. So they find something. Van Waller. I mean, how much good work does he do that off the ball, Rich?
Yeah, great footwork to get outside, get that outside to in approach as a left-hander from the right side. And just a nice high feast into the angle with force, with authority, Tom Van Waller.
Spin serves. Vikler needs to find one here because 5 points is an increasing tally that is looking like a difficult one to catch for Germany. Tolle, quick movements of the feet on the turn. There you go. Maybe a bit of luck is going to spark a match for the Germans. They need it. But this is where they could almost be more comfortable down here.
Yeah. Nice play, Clemens Wickler. What a heads-up play that was.
Hang on. Cantor Wozniak are looking for a let here.
Not sure what happened. We're calling a replay. I'm not entirely sure why.
With no golden ball. Tolle again. Oh, this time it's...
they will use their golden ball here.
Throw him back.
Yeah,
now it's Tolle Vikler that used the golden ball that they earned in the previous round. Oh, there it is. Right on the screen.
Yeah.
With a bit of Kanye.
I'm sure this is a good spot for them to use it because they need to get some momentum here.
And that doesn't really help them, but it does push Poland back off from the service line. Tolle Vikler, it's the first time that we've seen them really in this situation, chasing the game. And now it's different, isn't it, when you can put together long runs of side outs when the pressure isn't on, but can they do the same now when the pressure is building on them?
How about that dig, Louis? One-armed, left-handed spear, and a bigger angle that time from Julius Tola. So, well-used golden ball. It was followed up by 2 missed serves, which are kind of no consequence, but it allowed them to stay on the king side and score one there. Keep their hopes alive here in this third and final round. And there's yet another one, point number 4.
So good there from Tolle. From that approach, he didn't have the same angle as he just hit, but he hits a straighter angle and goes off the hands. Good decision-making from the blocker.
Still keeps it very high, so it's not into the teeth of the block. You see that service pressure still coming fast and furious from the end line. All 3 of our teams.
It is 3 minutes 45. There's too many missed serves here, and it's good in some ways for Tolle Vikler, but also bad. They need the points. Van Waller, good from Tolle. Goes back onto the angle, and that's 3 really robust and relentless swings in a row from Tolle. We've seen him go high off the hand, sharper, and now to the seam.
Yeah, we've seen 3 angle shots, but they've been 3 different angles, haven't they? Kind of up the middle, more traditional, and then sharp. Clemens Vikler with a chance now.
Yeah, change of service tactics from the Belgian.
Off the net, that said, a little bit of great wrap from Clemens Vikler, great dig, but Tom Van Walle into the net. So here they are, level with Kantor Losiak at 6, and probably holding the longest streak. Tiebreak.
Very interesting point for later on in this game.
Yeah. Kantor Losiak with a chance to creep out to the lead here, perhaps. Only 1 point behind Kukuporen and Van Walle.
Kantor Losiak speeding the game up, as we see so often. Quick offensive plays, making the block and defense move, shuffling the ball around.
It's amazing how you kind of tense up as a defender when you see Losiak just sprinting at you. You don't know where exactly he's going to go. It causes you to sort of give away your position a little bit earlier than you might like, and it's advantage Kantor Losiak.
They find one from somewhere. Kantor Losiak looking good.
And another amazing fall away set from Losiak that time. Put his partner up in a position to succeed.
Oh, sideline going astray, but it doesn't matter. We play on off the hands of Tolle. And now they're searching Vikler and Tolle for a chance to side out again. 1:41 left on the clock, Rich.
Harder to jump when the sideline is holding you down to the earth. Nice put away there, Kukuporen Van Walle on the overpass. Minute 30 left.
As it stands, it's Tolle Vikler that go to the playoff. Kantor Losiak and Belgium's Kukuporen Van Walle that go through to the final. And that's another big play at a huge time for Belgium.
Just right on the sideline.
Fighting for the golden ball. And to have a golden ball in the final would be a ridiculous power play for any team. Van Walle, Kukuporen are out. Kantor Losiak look like they may have the golden ball. This could be a last chance for Tolle Vikler, as they are so close out there, but it doesn't look like they can make another 3 points in 34 seconds when they're not even on the court challenging at the moment.
30 seconds.
The good news for them is that they have put together a good streak their last stay at the King's side. So maybe if they can get to 8, they'll win on the tiebreak. But we'll have to see. They're going to have to get there first.
Also, have you seen missed serves count? And it played a big part in the previous round.
That'll do it.
That will do it, absolutely. 7 seconds, and it's really Kantor Losiak who will go to the final with the golden ball. That's the big news here. It's Kantor Losiak's round in the end. They finish with a cheeky second ball. Tolle Vikler go to the playoffs with Eggers, Tox and Martins Plavins, and a fantastic day in the office for Belgium.
Yeah, another great serving performance from Tom Van Walle, just bringing it non-stop from the end line. So they'll advance to the final as well. As we mentioned, the minefield of the men's side of the draw. Ultimately, we're not going to see a great team in Clemens Vikler, Julius Tolle, or Martins Plavins, Edgars Tox in the final, as only one team is going to come out of that playoff.
That's a really interesting point. Only one team can go through, and also they're going to be joined by two of Sorum and Mol, Brouwer Musen, Herrera Gavira, Grimalt and Grimalt, and Clatter Gabri. So that's going to be a hot playoff later on as well. We're only halfway through these semi-finals. Still one women's semi-final and one men's semi-final still to come before we go to the playoffs later on. And then the finals, well, from 7:30 local time. Quick snack as we head down to hear from Julius Brink.
Boys, congratulations and thanks for the show. It was fantastic to watch. I would rate it as the most intense show we've seen so far here in this session. Would you agree? Was it so much fun as we had from the outside view?
Of course, we had a lot of fun, and I don't remember when we had this fun. Actually, I don't know how we won this battle. We was almost out on first round, then second, and third we play actually really nice. And I want to say thank you for this amazing atmosphere in front of these people. It's really nice to play.
Yeah, we should say thank you for that performance. Me as a German asking you guys, kicking the Germans into the playoffs, could it be a tactic that you actually team up together with your good friends from Belgium? Is that in your mind in some situation to keep the Germans low?
No, we don't have a tactic. We want to play every action 100%, and after last 15 minutes we find the rhythm and we play.
Okay, that's an honest answer. As a German, I don't believe your word. See you in the final. Thank you very much. And the playoffs are coming. Thank you, boys.
Thank you very much.
Julius Brink down there, Rich, stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot a little bit like he's wont to do. One of the greatest players in the history of the game of beach volleyball, always on point with his perspective on what's gone on the sand, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of the best the game's ever seen. Actually, the CV team of the last 20 years, himself and Jonas Reckerman, but that was all about Cantor and Wozniak. We're going to head back courtside, but this time we have the Belgian boys, who should be so proud of their performance.
Boys, congratulations. I just mentioned the intensity. Look up there. What's that? A Belgian fan club. Yeah, let's give them a big round. Yeah. Who's that? Do you have such a big family, or is it just girlfriends?
I think we are in Antwerp.
Yeah, even more, yeah?
No, it's great. There are a lot of Belgian fans here, and we love the support. They lift us up to another level, and I'm really happy with the result.
I've never seen so much Belgian fans on classic beach volleyball. Is that a particular fan club for the King of the Court action?
I think beach volleyball is growing in popularity in Belgium, and I'm happy that they are here.
I can see it on the manpower for sure. Give me a word about the speed of your shoulder. I mean, you performed here like hell in the first session. Then I would rank it, the performance level went down a little bit. Yeah. Are you just warming up your left bazooka?
It's not that bad. I try to give it my all every time, because that's the strength of our team, and that's how we force the other teams in mistakes and we get chances in the king side.
Yeah, I see it more that the tactics come up to play, and the Polish team denied it. Yeah, they are very friendly, but they denied that you tag team together to kick the Germans out. Is that what we are aiming for in the final, that you sometimes just don't play one-on-one, that you team up with others, or is that not in your mind in that intense moment?
It's a tactical game. It's a really great concept to play.
Technical or tactical?
Both. No, but you have to watch the scores and what's your score, who is the opponent behind you, and we take some extra risk if there is a team right behind us, and I think you have to be aware of this.
Yeah, and you were. Thank you very much. Thanks for the show. One more time, Belgium, clap your hands.
Thank you, Belgium fans.
See you boys in the final.
Well, Rich, another great session. Cantor, Wozniak, can they go the whole way? Certainly so, it looks like.
Oh, they certainly have the capability. It's, as always, we keep saying it, it's about finding your form in the right moments. They snuck through that second round right at the very end on the back of a couple of service mistakes, and they really capitalized on it, so they'll take that golden ball into the final round where it'll be anybody's game. You mentioned that second men's semifinal just being a killer pool And so it's anybody's ball game, but it's going to take quite a performance to come out with a crown here in Holland.
Yeah, the playoff teams, well, they're yet to be fully confirmed, but it's going to be a mouth-watering competition to see who joins the semi-finalists later on. But the second semi-finals are on their way very, very soon, and it involves some great teams. Agatha Duda in the women's, Kaiser Meppelink, the home team, and in Gardios each other. And then in the men's, we've got Molsor and Brown, Musen, Herrera, Gavira, Grimald. We have so much volleyball left for you on this, the final day of King of the Court. But from us, the broadcast team, it's goodbye for a short time, but we'll be back in 20 minutes or so for those mouth-watering second semi-finals.